I'm here with Mike Mayenza. We're at MMI. This is the kitchen where they start the process of making bulk food that is recipes that taste just like your mama made them. As we're talking about all of this, clearly the last year has been a challenge for everybody. And in our restaurant industry, I think people have the most close relationship with their neighborhood restaurant. And restaurants struggled surely through the pandemic, had to figure out how to adapt with, in many cases, the ability to not have an ability to have anybody in the restaurant, doing curbside to 25%, 50%. But you've seen how that's evolved and changed over this last year because you serve and work with so many restaurants. So tell us what that experience is like, what you've seen over the last year, and how you see us getting through this.
You know, at the beginning of the pandemic, March, I'll never forget this, March 3rd, March 5th, when it hit us, because we're the middle person, so to speak. So we buy the tomato from that tomato field, wherever it might be, or the sweet potato, here in Louisiana, or that crab meat. So we buy that, we further finish it into the gumbos of the world, right? And then we go to the restaurant. Well, we're in so many restaurants around the country, not only here, locally, regionally, but nationally. The purchase orders, our distributors started to call us and say, can we cancel the purchase order? 95% of our business was shut down. Every one of our customers was affected in different areas. The restrictions that were put in the beginning and how everybody was shut down, that it shut us down. Now, unfortunately for us, we could not shut this facility down because of our SQF, Safe Quality Food Status and Certification. So our employees stayed with us. We stayed with them. We had to take care of them and their families. The PPP was a lifesaver. What you guys put together with that was a lifesaver for us because I was able to pay our employees that could take care of their families. Okay, so that was an incredible feat that went through the PPP, the first round. The forgiveness.
Yeah,
wow.
The loan forgiveness. Helping keep our small businesses afloat. It's why we did it, and I'm so glad to hear that
I tell you
worked.
what, we couldn't operate, so to speak. The restrictions that were put on us. Some restaurants, because of the restrictions, were fine. Some restaurants were not. A couple of our restaurants we deal with downtown was totally shut down, or 20%.
They won't come back, and
there was some speculation on percentages of restaurants that wouldn't open, and we've heard them across the board, from 40% to 52% would never reopen. You know, the restrictions, you go to Florida, it's a little bit wider open than we are here. Colorado's a little bit close, all around the country. So the chain restaurants have to adapt to what's closed, what's not. Same thing we adapt in here. Jefferson Parish, different than Orleans Parish, different in St. Tammany, Tangipahoa, different in northern Louisiana. Everything's a little bit changed. How much longer we have of this? The phases, phase 3, phase whatever it might be, phase 4. Yeah. We're we have to stay optimistic because it's about the families, it's about the team. That by June 1st, our optimism is we're going to be full throttle.
That's what I love.
Okay,
and I know you will.
We're going to be full throttle, and we're going to make it happen together. Everybody in this room, and what you've done, and everyone else, the country.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I know we're all pushing together to get to the same place, and it's just encouraging hearing your optimism, but with a focus and an understanding of what it's going to take to keep us reopening, keep us moving forward, and keep getting people back, get back on track. That's what we want.